So, hello, Libra, and welcome back to Divine Rebel. My name is Racey, and I'm going to be giving the reading for you today. It is a general message, so take it as it resonates and leave it if it doesn't. If it doesn't, don't force it to fit. There are plenty of other wonderful readers on YouTube that just might resonate more with you at this time. For those of you not familiar with me or the channel, I have no filter. I don't sugarcoat my messages. So, that is not your thing, or you have kids around and you just don't appreciate that kind of stuff, you know, I respect that, and I'm always giving you the opportunity to sign off now. Otherwise, Libra, we are Libra and Libran energy. So if you have really strong or significant Libra placements, this may pertain to you in a very specific way. Cross watchers, it might be reversed. Just take it as it resonates, right? Always take it as it makes sense. So, Spirit, please. What insights can you give us into Libra and Libran energy for the month of May? What insights can you give us for Libra and Libran energy for the month of May? I'm hearing your heart space as the driver. Clarify the Ten of Coin. I'm going to take the card that flipped upright. Clarify the Queen of Wands. And clarify the Chariot in reverse. Clarify the Chariot in reverse. All right. We have the Princess of Wands on the bottom, with the Six of Cups on the top. Princess of Wands is my reinvention of the self card, reinvention of spirit card, and I think you have a divine soulmate in here. Cups that's helping you do this, helping you readjust and or recalibrate your spiritual soul spark, to reinvent yourself with it, okay? We have the Ten of Coin, clarified by the Moon. Libra, if you're placing an importance on wealth, you're kidding yourself. If you're placing an importance on luxury or nice things, you're kidding yourself. If you think that's what matters the most, or you inherently make choices because money or wealth matters the most, you're gonna learn really quickly that that's an illusion. That's not what matters most. That's not what matters most. What matters most is right, all of the beautiful luxuries of the entire world. If you're not happy or you're stressed out, what are you doing? It's not actually worth it, okay? And I think that you have this illusion that money or things or luxury living or whatever is more important than what you put up with, what you deal with. Could be work related, could be a living situation. Take it how it resonates, okay? We also have the Queen of Wands, clarified by the Seven of Swords and the Prince of Cups. This is fiery energy, and really strong air energy. So this is, and I just heard the words Molotov cocktail. If you're lying to yourself, you could have a strong, significant feminine fire sign, or a really strong fire in the heart space that knows you are fucking kidding yourself when it comes to someone who is cold and distant and possibly not seeing a higher perspective because you're not seeing the higher perspective. They're not seeing the benefits of you because you're not seeing the benefit of leaving them. Oh, how about that? There's this sense of lying to the self with the Seven of Swords. It's futility. And with the Prince of Swords, which is the king in this deck, he's on a chariot, and we do have the chariot up here in the reverse. It's also Aquarian energy. If you have strong aqua in your chart, I think they're lying. I think they're lying to themselves. There's something about, I always see the Queen of Wands as a Sag card. And they're both prophets and long distance seers, you know, the Sag and Aqua. And I feel like if you're not seeing the bigger picture, if you're not seeing the long-term goal of happiness, and you're trying to control how you get to happiness, you're trying to determine it on your own, I think you're lying to yourself, right? I think you're lying to yourself. I think that if someone is stealing your mental peace, or they're infringing on your soul spark, or even looking down at you, like condescending to you, because you could see the actual angle that she's sitting at. It's almost like she's looking down. It's condescending. They might have a point of view that is much higher than your own, okay, to be completely fair. They might have a point of view that is much higher than your own. And you think because you have this grand perspective as the king of air, that you don't necessarily have to see things their way. Like, there's a lot of different ways this is coming in, so make sure you're not lying to yourself or cheating yourself out of a perspective. Especially if money, wealth, or luxury is all important or priority. When, you know, it's not that it's not important, it's just it's not actually priority, like soul priority. And whoever or whatever this is trying to get you aware of that. And what's weird is I think you're doing the same thing to them. I think you're doing the same thing to them, possibly being condescending, possibly looking down on them, but quite possibly also having a higher perspective on things. But there's this Seven of Swords stuck in it, and there's definitely lying to the self or some kind of deceit, robbing yourself of an opportunity because of this tete-a-tete. Because the Queen of Wands, she's a manifesting master. She manifests from her heart space by default without challenge. She knows what she's doing, and what goal is manifesting in her long term. And the King of Air is the one that sees things higher in the present moment, where the Queen of Wands is more future oriented and things just seem to manifest like magic for them. Where the King of Swords is more strategic, mentally strategic. Just be aware of that, okay? I think we're dealing with two people that are complete equals on totally different fields. One is spirit and one is mind, okay? With the Chariot in the reverse, this Chariot, the Sphinxes that are driving it, with this, I think this is divine direction. Sorry, my ear is like crazy ringing. And I think I'm almost getting like you're being shoved in this portal. You're being shoved into this well of emotion, this disc. I mean, it reads kind of like a shield, but I'm picking it up as a portal. Spirit's describing it to me as a portal. I think you're being shoved into the portal to this new beginning with the Ace of Coin. the rings, like the tree rings. This came out in another reading, the tree rings. It's seeing the ripple. It's seeing the ripple. When you stand still, you're learning things like this. You might have an illusion, right? The moon, the illusion over family situations, because the Ten of Coin can sometimes represent family dynamics, or like parents and children kind of thing, like home. This illusionary dream, it's like a fucking fantasy that's not real. It's not, it's, even though it might be real in your mind, I think that's, you're lying to yourself. And I was hearing like the heart is the driver. Your heart space, whatever it is, your heart space is driving the manifestation into this crazy portal where the ripple is huge. I don't necessarily think you can stop it. I think you're stalling. You might be stalling. But the underlying issue with the reading was that you're going through a major reinvention of spirit. And it's a divine soulmate that's taking you there. You're being pulled into this portal. Being pulled into the ripple. I'm literally like seeing like suctions, like being sucked into this portal, and it's almost like, and it's a blessing. It's a blessing that you're going through this portal, with this Ace of Discs clarifying it. What you're moving into is something that's beneficial. It's just, I feel like there's a whole shattering of a false reality in the mind, right? A false reality in the mind, something you've been holding on to for a very long time. I feel like that's being pulled away because there's some kind of deceit to the self surrounding whatever this illusion with the moon is, potentially with family dynamics. Okay, I hope that makes sense to you, right? I don't know why I get these messages the way I do. I hope it makes sense to you. What do you need to remember, right? What does Spirit want you to remember? Actions. This is about actions speaking louder than words, okay? It says you have the courage to express the unique and loving colors of your soul. I think you need to really not just express yourself or say things meaninglessly, but actually show it, actually take action, actually do something, change something, move, right? Do something different. Take some kind of action. This is not about being the same. This is not about stagnating. This is not about settling with whatever it is that you are or where you are in your beliefs or within yourself. This is a self-reinvention, and so this is about taking actions that you either haven't taken in a long while for something or someone, or taking actions in accordance with yourself. Unique and loving colors of your soul. Libra, you are the sign of the balance and justice and relationships. I think what you're really doing is redefining your relationship with yourself and simultaneously redefining your relationships with others and how you choose to act in accordance with them and yourself. Across the board. I think some people aren't going to be getting as much of your attention. I think certain people should be getting more of your attention. I think certain people are getting actions from you that they don't deserve, and others are not getting the actions they do deserve. However that lands for you. So, Libra, I hope it helps. All my information is in the description, guys. I do the cosmic currencies every day on the community board with the channel. Until next time, Divine Rebel Racey signing off. Remember always to love each other and most importantly, love yourselves. Bye, everybody.